Alright, what's up, y'all? Well, hey, we're live and not in person because we're not near each other and we're in our own respective places, but we're on podcasts. Oh, fuck. I meant to say Apple Podcasts. We're on podcasts. No, we're on Apple Podcasts and Spotify now. Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Woo! Woo! All right, so it's Pervy and the boys. Say what's up, Paul.
Breaker, breaker, are you there? Keep me company. What's up, boys?
Okay, that's Johnny.
What's up, guys? It's the Ram Man, aka Count Doom.
And we're just fucking about on a Friday night, recording
about
the
Ligma and Eucalyptus.
yeah, we're talking about ligma and eucalyptus and actually some sad news.
and so,
A a, a football player who just recently died. His name was D. Long Brown, and you guys know about D. Long Brown?
No, I don't follow sports.
Yeah.
I don't like sports.
You can suck D. Long Brown. Oh fuck! I fucked that up.
Ah, can't get it twice, dumbass.
You know, I get
This lad tried to be funny.
This lad.
this lad. Yes, you know, famous hood slang. This lad.
Wasted talent.
Heyo.
Fuck.
Well, in that case, we're getting to our
Johnny's
topic.
just like-
We are doing a Bronx Tale. No, but
Oh shit!
Hell
We're
yeah.
watching Carlito's Way.
Scarface. Sorry, I just had to say a gangster movie.
Scarface.
no, you fucking me. No, fuck you.
It's the angriest little Cuban ever in history of
He is.
film.
God bless that man.
I mean,
Great ass.
he's not even Cuban. That's the best part. He's fucking Italian, right?
Yeah.
Are you fucking with the best?
Did you guys ever play the Scarface game? Oh
No.
shit, we're talking about video games.
No,
we're
but I
gonna
heard it
nerd out
was
for
really
30
fun.
minutes.
It was fun, but it's like it's not very good, but it's fun. You know what I mean? You ever play a shitty game that's still pretty fun?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I think most of the Grand Theft Auto games are not really that good. They're just a lot of fun, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. There's not much substance in those. Like, especially the storylines, they're all fucking goofy and silly.
Were you able to
and
use
even the
slogans in
graphics aren't
the?
that great.
Were you able to use slogans in the Scarface game?
Yeah, you could be like when you're like shooting fucking people in the streets of Miami, like, come on, you're fucking with the best. Just all sorts of Scarface bullshit.
Walk into a church and just light them up.
Yeah, I don't know about a church. But,
Yeah, Kirby would have done that right away if you could.
I would have burned that whole bitch down. But like one of the things is like you could like if you get like hit by a car or some shit, we're like, oh fuck you, you fucking fuck. Yeah, that was fun.
Good times.
The soundtrack was pretty good too. Soundtrack was pretty good.
I heard it had a pretty cool story though too. Like, isn't it supposed to be if he had survived that night when they assassinate him?
That's exactly what it is. Yep.
Yeah, I'm like, that's kind of cool. Like, if they had done a sequel to Scarface, that's probably where they would have went.
Yeah, it was a fun game. It was a fun game.
Did you hear they want to do a remake with like 50 Cent or a bunch of rappers or something?
Oh, fucking please do that. Please,
It's like, oh my god.
It's. Oh, you were gone?
Yeah, I lost
I know,
connection.
seriously.
I didn't even know. I feel bad. Oh no, Johnny fucked off, and we didn't even notice. If you guys haven't noticed, we have nothing but technical difficulties on this fucking podcast.
I think Bane notices. Shout out to Bane.
Yeah, big shouts to Bane. Yeah, we will eventually get. I mean, we have the mics. We just need an interface. We need to set it up to my laptop. We'll get there. I mean, when it's a little more safe to do so, which is it's looking like it will be sooner than later.
Yeah.
I mean, well, fuck it. We could just start talking about the future of the podcast and content for the band online.
In the future, we're gonna be doing the same shit with shitty ass mics, no phaser, or whatever the hell you're talking about, and we're gonna have technical problems all the way
Phaser.
through.
He said phaser.
Laser.
No, fuck you guys.
Phaser, laser.
No,
The truth is, when we start practicing again, we're gonna just drop all the podcast bullshit
I kind of feel that's
and just make you buy our demo.
No, fuck that.
It's
No,
gonna- it's
we need to. We need to.
It's
We need to
gonna
be
take
content
another
creators.
virus, another lockdown. Yes, again.
Oh shit! What? When was the other one? Like 1918. Then
Oh, yeah,
2020. I'm about to wait like 50 years or so before we do the next podcast.
Fuck y'all. Well, fuck y'all. I just wanted to announce that we set up a Patreon and a Twitch channel.
What?
And by we, I mean me. I set
and
both.
an OnlyFans.
There you go.
No, I did not. The only as if you looked in the description of our YouTube videos and our Spotify, our OnlyFans is still pending. We haven't done it yet. We have yet to do that, but we do have.
Nobody wants to see us.
Yeah, nobody wants to see that. But we did set up a Patreon. I have 3 tiers already, but it's not set in stone yet because I haven't fleshed it all out yet. I haven't even talked to you guys about it because this is the first of you guys hearing about it.
Yeah,
So
I'm legitimately shocked.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I set up a Patreon and a Twitch. I don't know how long this shit's gonna go on for, so we at some point might start streaming our dumbasses playing video games on Twitch. We might even stream ourselves playing music on Twitch. So there's that, and Patreon, the content that we'd be putting on Patreon, as well as merch that we would be putting on Patreon, aren't set in stone yet, but they are up. I'm not going to direct you guys to that stuff yet because I haven't fleshed out all the details, but we have that. And yeah, we may or may not be getting advertising soon on this podcast. So, but one thing for sure on the Patreon is that if we do end up getting advertising, you can get our podcast ad-free and early. So far, all we have is early because we don't have any advertisers, but that's that. We set up a Patreon and Twitch.
Yeah. Also,
how do you guys feel about that? Now that I just brought that up.
Also, before we get into that, also for any listeners that are listening, we do have very limited amount of shirts. If you're interested, just direct message us. You know, we could get you squared away.
At passive RNR.
Rock and roll.
It actually stands for rest and relaxation. I don't know if you knew that.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, because we're a smooth jazz band now.
We're jazz. We're actually a yacht rock band. We're like Jimmy Buffett. Yeah, like Jimmy Buffett and shit.
Fuck them.
Like Margaritaville.
Fuck them.
Shit like that.
Fuck them.
Yeah, Margaritaville.
How's the remember, Bobby?
Fuck them.
And there will be plenty of eucalyptus trees on the cruise.
Fuck them.
On the yacht.
On the yacht.
Yeah. So have you guys been keeping up with the rock and metal news lately?
Mm,
No, hell no. I've been
Uh,
too busy. I've been too busy watching our fucking world fall apart.
yeah.
So indulge
yeah.
us, please
So
indulge us with some
Ted
background.
Nugent came out and said he doesn't know any racists at all. I'm like, motherfucker, have you looked in the mirror? So
he
there's that.
doesn't have any mirrors in his house. He don't want no mustard mirrors in his house.
Yeah, exactly.
He's like, I
Jeez.
don't like them. I don't like them mirrors. I feel like I'm
And
looking into my soul.
yeah. And then, aside from that, you just have a lot of things like Smashing Pumpkins have released 2 new songs. Altogether, I think they have like 4 out.
Nice.
And so far, all of them are just kind of like
They suck.
80s synth music.
Oh, really?
I
Yeah.
need to
I
check
mean,
it out.
they're, they're better than the last album so far from what I've heard from there, but I don't know. I feel like why would you get almost all the original lineup back and then not go back to guitar based music, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit fucking odd. Yeah.
Yeah. But I guess, Corgan is still in his mind where he wants to do everything on his own and let them just, play the stuff he wrote.
Yeah.
It's kind of shitty. I'm like, come on, man, you got to get back to it.
Yeah,
But
come on.
bring,
Chop, bitch.
Hmm.
yeah, bring back the alternative
There
rock,
you
or even go back to like Zeitgeist or
go.
something.
Yeah. Anything else in the world of rock and roll and metal and all that
Uh,
shenanigans?
nah, pretty much the rest is just people complaining about the election or the coronavirus,
Yeah.
which, we've heard enough about that, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just weird. It's weird. I don't know. I don't know why people want to play shows right now. It's just weird to me still.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Couldn't be me, man. Couldn't fucking be me.
I mean, some bands are getting like their biggest crowds yet. Did you see like Smash Mouth played like 1,000 something people? I'm like, they've never played that many, and since like their first year of being a band.
Yeah, they played at the Sturgis motorcycle rally.
Yeah, and I'm like, that's probably the biggest crowd they've ever had.
And did you hear?
You
Did
know?
you hear? Did you hear how many fucking cases that were fucking linked to that motorcycle rally?
No.
It was like upwards of like thousands,
Oh Jesus. Was
some
it
shit
worth
like
it,
that.
people? Was it worth it to see Smash Mouth?
For
Let me
real.
see. Hold on. Let me. I want to make sure that's right.
So,
It was,
oh, go ahead.
no, keep going. Keep going. Keep
Okay, yeah,
talking.
I was just gonna say like before all this started, I remember they were playing at the Queen Mary, and I thought, oh, I might go. It's only $10. I didn't end up going, but from what I heard, like almost nobody went. It was like ridiculously empty. So I mean, if they can't fill a venue for $10, then it just shows that people are desperate as shit for any kind of music now.
True. Oh.
But I digress. Carry on, Pervy.
Oh well, it says shit in 260,000 cases.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Cool. Sick.
Cool, man. Cool. I guess they all feel like rock stars now.
Uh.
Heyo.
Hey, hey now.
Hey now.
You're an all-star. Get your COVID. Get paid. Oh,
Get some chords
Oh
in.
yeah, there you go. That's
A
the
little
remix you
beer.
need.
What the fuck was that?
That's my remix.
Johnny just loves. Yeah,
That,
I'm like
that that's
Johnny
my
just loves beer, man.
collaboration
Leave
with
him
Smash
alone.
Mouth.
Oh God! All right. Well, fucking look at Mister fucking Segway Andy over here.
Segway
Segway Andy.
Andy.
Yeah.
Ding.
All right. Well,
Hey,
so the
did I
question
ever tell you how much I
of the
hate Pee Wee
week.
Herman? I know it's really random.
Wait, what? You don't fuck with Pee Wee
I don't care
Herman?
for him.
Why?
Fucking idiot.
Why
He
is
was
he?
jacking off in an adult
I could give a
theater.
shit about that.
Yeah, that's me too. What the fuck are you supposed to do when you're watching a porno? Just sit there, hang out with all the other homies jerking off, and not and you're just sitting there doing nothing?
Just sitting there watching, like, yeah,
Yeah. Walk out with a big ass boner.
yeah. It's Bonerama.
Yeah.
Bonerama on
There you go.
Fox.
Oh fuck! Coming this fall.
All right, Abe, you got our question for this week?
Yeah, I do. You guys ready for it?
I'm scared.
He sounded all sad about it. It's like, yeah, I do.
Yeah, I do. Y'all ready for that question of the
I'm
week?
scared.
So, anyways, let's talk about
God damn it.
collaboration. What's your favorite? What's your favorite collaboration between an artist of any
I don't know.
genre?
No.
Do we have to stop and listen?
Sure.
No, just collaborate.
Okay, I know where you're going with this now.
Just
Vanilla Ice
collaborate. No,
time.
no stopping, no listening. Just collaborating.
Yeah. See, if we had done that, this country might be in a better shape. But we
No
didn't.
one.
We didn't listen. Oh, so you want to kick it off? You want to kick it off,
Yeah.
Johnny?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Johnny's like the fucking like inventor who finally gets an idea. He's just like, I got it. Like, oh, what the fuck, dude? God damn.
Yeah.
Anyways, go
Yeah.
on, John boy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god.
So, not my favorite, but definitely a collaboration I did enjoy very greatly was Moment Maniacs. Yeah. Yeah,
What?
Moment Maniacs.
What? What the
It's a
fuck is that?
collaboration between the guys from Wolfpack or Wolf Brigade and Marduk.
I was like Wolfpack, like NWO
Wolf.
Wolfpack. All right,
Nice.
you don't care to elaborate at all? Just
Yeah, I was
that?
gonna say, what would you say the kind of music it is?
It is the sweetest but
This motherfucker just said a sentence and decided to fuck off. You fucking piece of shit.
It is.
He
It
said,
is the most.
"Here's some
It is
words.
the most
Here's some words,
brutal,
and I'm gonna
brutal
leave."
of chainsaw sounds. That's it.
I don't know. I didn't understand any
Are
of
you
that.
serious?
I'm fucking baffled. Yeah,
I
dude.
just heard like sounds. That's all I heard.
I can't wait to hear this back. Hey, relax. Voices remain fresh.
Ooh.
Bitch, at least I didn't go sounds. Sodom ass
Ligma.
Eucalyptus.
Suck my ball.
It's like a bootleg Captain Planet. It's like a fucking bootleg Sugma. Eucalyptus.
Dragon.
Dragon.
Zorak.
Imagine dragons.
Oh man, nah. So, Moment Maniacs. It's a collaboration between Wolfpack, Wolf Brigade, and and a band called Marduk. Um, for those who don't know, Wolfpack, they're a D-beat band from Sweden, and then Marduk, black metal collaboration, and they did an HM2 project, so Swedish buzzsaw, just very in your face, and it's good.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice.
It's good.
Purvy, you want to go next, or you want me to go?
You go. You.
That's how the guitar sounds.
All right, Abe, you go.
Okie dokie. Wow.
What the fuck?
Okay, so for collaborations, that's kind of like my I don't know. I guess I'm kind of a sucker for that. Anytime I see a collaboration, I get kind of like excited to listen,
Yeah.
Uh, but I guess some of my favorites would be like Rob Halford and Bruce Dickinson.
Yeah.
They did a song called "The One You Love to Hate."
Yeah.
That's awesome. Aside from that, Helmet and House of Pain. You have metal and hip hop
There
together.
you go.
Just Another Victim. The great song. It's got the very repetitive riff, which is kind of Helmet sound. They just kind of like dun 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 dun. It's just very one note, and it's almost very hip hop.
It's a heavy metal Super Mario, bro.
In regular Helmet albums. Yeah. And then aside from that, I guess Probot, that whole album is really good. It's a collaboration of Dave Grohl.
With everyone
Yeah,
possible.
Dave Grohl and a bunch of other.
Yeah.
Seriously, you got like Lee Dorian, Wino, Eric
Kurt
Wagner, members of DRI,
COC, Lemmy,
DOC. So that's like the perfect
Tom G.
Lemmy.
Warrior.
Yeah, that's like a great collaboration right there. Yeah, Tom G. Warrior.
Yeah.
And he did a great job on that. King Diamond is on there, Jack Black.
Henry Rollins, Keith Morris.
Right, yeah, exactly.
He said, King
And then Abraham fell off.
He said,
God.
Abraham fell the fuck
Breaker,
off because
keep me company.
riddled
Breaker, are you
with
there?
error.
Daddy-o. Come back!
Come on!
Breaker, are you there? Keep me company. Welcome back, Abraham.
Yeah. So, like I was saying, Probot. That's a great album.
You're like, yeah. Yeah, that shit sucks.
Look, Abe's a professional. Goddamn it!
I try to be.
Comes prepared. Yeah. So I guess it's time for me. I'm very stupid, and anytime I'm put on the spot about anything, I
Even though it's
fail
your
miserably.
question.
So the
Good job. Give us a
no,
collaboration.
it's not. Keep it behind the curtain.
We're waiting. People are waiting.
Okay. I will give you it's a collaboration that I like. I don't know if it's my favorite, but it's the only one I can think of. Fucking Volbeat and fucking Barney from Napalm Death.
Oh,
They did a
that
called
song is actually good.
And for someone that hates Napalm Death.
Yeah, that song
right.
rips. Yeah, no, that song rips ass.
But yet you don't like Napalm Death.
I do enjoy that song. I've kind of turned around on Napalm Death. Not like entirely. Some of their shit I'm like, I just can't do, but
Just stop talking. You're done. You're canceled.
Yeah, but I feel like
Right,
I feel like you align more with them politically, anyways.
No, I do. That's why I'm like, that's why I said there's like some shit. I'm like,
I guess
hell yeah,
it's just more like the delivery for you that you don't always agree with, right? Like musically.
Yeah, that's it. That's pretty much it. And I don't want anyone to think I'm a fucking music snob, but there's just certain bands like I really like just can't, like Sodom. Like, no, I'm not a music snob, but it's not really
Sodom.
for me. But like, there's other bands. Shut the fuck up. But there's all the other bands that have like caveman riffs and shit that I like. Like fucking
Yeah,
Midnight.
right. I
Midnight's
was
got
gonna
plenty
say
of
you
fucking
fucking
caveman
love
riffs, and I like
them.
that shit too. Yeah, so like it's not because I'm a music snob. It just there's certain bands that like I'm just kind of turned off by. Not because of their their ability
He
or
loves
anything. It's
the
just
satanic
I don't know. They're just
royalty.
oh, I was about to just go satanic royalty. Fuck yeah, no, I fucking love Midnight. Everybody knows I love Midnight. I oh wait, I actually just recently saw I saw this a long ass time ago on YouTube when I was since we're talking about collabs. Um, long ass time ago on YouTube, but I just recently saw it again. I put it up on my Twitter feed. Rob Halford and
Oh yeah,
Black Sabbath
yeah, hell yeah,
in Costa Mesa. Rob in
hell
Costa
yeah.
Mesa
That
in
show
like
is amazing.
'92. Holy shit! I urge you guys to look that up. If if since we're talking about collabs, look that shit up. Rob Halford and Black Sabbath in Costa Mesa. I think it's like November '92. I don't know if that's right. I can't vouch for that, but it's in '92. I do know that. And Rob Halford singing those Sabbath songs. I mean, he's done, but yeah, that is
That shit
some
slap.
like primo. Yeah, that's some
Yeah,
ding danging
That
ass
shit
heaters on
banging.
that bitch
and
right
that was
there. I tell
him
you
when he
what,
got
bro.
to rehearse because he did it again in 2004. But that one is terrible because he finished singing with Judas Priest, and they literally asked him right after, "Hey, like, can you sing with us? Because Ozzy's not going to do it anymore." So he had to just jump in, and so he didn't have any time to rehearse or save
Oh,
his voice, and it was bad. But I give him props because he could have just been like, "Yeah, fuck that, I'm not doing it." But yeah, the '92
yeah,
show, that one
exactly.
is fucking amazing.
Also, I've heard nothing
Oh
but good
yeah,
things about Rob
yeah,
Halford.
everyone I know who's had an interaction with him, they always say he's just a nice guy.
I did you guys hear about that Testament Dave Mustaine shit
Oh
like a
yeah,
couple weeks back?
I think
that's
so.
right. I saw that.
Yeah, yeah, I know. It's the first time I read a fucking article about a metal band in like a few months, but just thought it was interesting. But yeah, like I guess Dave Mustaine was like being like kind of a dick about their opening band Testament having having a big like back piece that was hand painted and shit like that. He was all pissy about it and told members of Testament, "Hey, you got to take that shit down."
What a guy,
And
man.
so they kind they he like kind of sidestepped around fucking Dave because he's like, why is this guy telling me this? Because I guess he had said something like higher ups were saying that, hey, you got to take that shit down. And so he goes to Rob. Well, he didn't go to Rob, like they were talking or some shit. And he was like, hey, you know what? Hey, this motherfucker's telling us we got to take our shit down. And Rob's like, all right, well, let me go fucking see if anyone said that. And he's like, oh, I want to go check. And nobody fucking said that. So, no, you keep that fucking shit up. I was like, wow, look at Rob.
Yeah,
Good
that's
guy,
pretty
Rob
cool because
Halford over here, man.
he didn't have to do
And
that.
this is, no, and this is like, I think the early
Something like
90s
that,
too,
yeah.
right? Like, like when Testament like was, obviously not as big as they are now. They were opening up for fucking what Priest and Megadeth, so
Yeah.
they're obviously lower on the fucking bill. He like obviously didn't have to do that shit, but I was like, man, fucking Rob Halford's a good ass guy, man. Shout out to Rob
Yeah,
Halford.
right.
Rob Halford, don't
Yep.
ever die, please.
Yeah, but I mean, he's cool though because he's always
He's a shit.
been kind of like with his ear to the metal scene, in the '90s. In the '90s, when they did Painkiller, he knew
Hmm.
they needed something like harder and more aggressive, so they brought out Pantera, Even though, like I think most bands at that time would have been scared to bring them because they thought, fuck, they're going to steal the show from us. But he just wanted the energy. So he would always bring those kind of bands with him.
Yeah, of course. I mean, like when it's kind of shooting yourself in the fucking leg to like book a show and be like I know why people do it because they don't want to get trampled on by like bands that open up for them and shit. I get that, but like if you have a big enough platform, why I don't know why you wouldn't want to like bring attention
Exa-
to up and coming bands. Like I will never
exactly. Well, it's kind
I
of
will
like
never understand that.
I heard a while ago that Slayer and Cattle Decapitation, Slayer didn't want Cattle to open up for them. Well, not Slayer themselves, but I guess their management. They
Yeah.
turned them down because they said they didn't want anybody who could possibly upstage Slayer. And I'm like, that's kind of shitty, because
Yeah.
Slayer has such a huge fan base. They're not going to get upstaged, even if they suck.
Yeah.
I know that's so stupid. Like a Slayer could
Yeah, they
absolutely
could be
half-ass
wasted
a
and
fucking
nobody would
show,
care.
No.
and yeah, nobody would give a shit. They were like, "Dude, I heard Angel of Death and Raining Blood. I don't give a fuck." Like, especially like fucking old heads. If you can play one song for the fucking
Well, dude,
old
when
heads,
me and
like
Johnny saw
I don't
them with
know.
King Diamond, people still get mad when I say, yeah, King Diamond took that show. They
Yeah.
get, no, fuck no, it's Slayer. I'm like, yeah, but King Diamond was fucking better that night.
Yeah.
It's just what it is.
It is. It
But
is what it
Slayer
is,
has
dude.
that
Like,
strong fan base.
honestly,
Yeah,
Slayer hasn't really put on a good show. Like after like Jeff passed. Don't get me wrong. Like, I love Gary Holt, but I'm like, it just the vibe was different.
Yeah. And it has a lot to do with Dave Lombardo not being there, too.
Yeah,
Like,
that's another
Paul is
big
an
one.
amazing drummer as
yeah.
well, but there are some drummers that just fit, with a certain band.
Yeah.
See, and I can't be one to talk. The first time I had ever seen Slayer was
Oh,
with the
okay.
original lineup. So I can't even remember anything past that because I'm sure we've been to shows where Slayer had been on the bill, but like I legitimately don't even remember, which probably says something. I remember the first time I saw Slayer. It was just all of them. It was pretty like it was a couple months before like Jeff ended up getting sick too, which kind of sucks and makes me feel a little bit bad. But yeah, it
Yeah.
was the Long Beach Arena. That was the
That was what Megadeth
first
and
time I'd
Testament,
ever
right?
seen Slayer, and they
Yeah.
played.
That was a hell of a show.
Yeah,
That was
that
great.
was it. Yeah, and they played I
Yeah.
Aggressive Perfector. I think in the encore. Yeah, and I was like, and my little fucking little spastic ass, fucking loving anything and everything that was like played at a million times per hour, like a million fucking notes per hour. Like Aggressive Perfector was like one of my favorite fucking Slayer songs ever because it's just fucking. It was just like yeah, and they played that shit. I lost my fucking mind. But yeah, I mean, if we're gonna go back to what we were talking about, I don't just to bring it back. I don't know why you
Bring
would
it to.
want to because so many fucking people talk about like, yeah, we got to do what's best for the scene. We got to do this, that, and the third. We got to help each other out. But then you'll go and do some goofy shit like, oh, wait, no, I don't want to have this band play because, they could possibly upstage our fucking
Yeah.
asses. And I'm like,
Well, I
that's
mean,
stupid, man.
and back to Rob Halford. I mean, it kind of shows how little ego he has too, because a few years ago, like when Lemmy was still alive, his big dream was to have like a big four kind of show, but instead of the big four of thrash, it was going to be Judas Priest, Black Sabbath, um, Motorhead and Led Zeppelin, and he said that he wouldn't mind being the opening band for that either.
That's crazy.
So yeah, I'm like, fuck, that's
That's
gnarly right
crazy,
there.
man.
Because he's big enough where he
Uh,
could demand to be a headliner if he wanted to.
Oh yeah, easily.
yeah, dude, fucking. I mean, if we're doing that, you could have, like, I'm not. This is no knock to fucking Motorhead, but I mean, if we're gonna go like, by biggest
Oh
band, you
yeah,
could
that's the
easily have
way I would
Motorhead open
assume it would
up.
be either that, and then Zeppelin is obviously going to headline. But yeah, but that just shows that
Obviously,
he's
yeah, yeah, yeah.
willing to put it all in the line in order to have a good show.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, just rounding it out. Just
Yeah,
shout
they
out to
don't call
Rob
him the metal
Halford for
god
being a
for
great
anything.
dude.
True.
Yeah. Damn, that just made me feel good. I feel good now. I feel, man. Sorry, I don't want to gush about Rob Halford too much,
Uh,
but
well, I mean,
fuck yeah,
especially
Judas
because you kind of
Priest.
shit
Fuck
on him
yeah,
on the
Rob
two review.
Halford.
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh no, I didn't shit on him. Shit on him, motherfucker. You rotten bastard. You piece
Yeah,
of
I
shit,
sent it. I sent it
motherfucker.
to Rob Halford, and he's pissed at you.
Oh, you fucking piece of shit. Piece of shit, motherfucker. Asshole.
Freak, you rat
Man, fuck this
bastard.
band. I'm out of here. Fuck you,
We're gonna
stupid
go
bitch.
from metal and hard rock to
Oh,
country and western, right?
Yes.
yep, country and western. And you know what? I'm kind of stepping back this episode because you guys are pretty much taking the reins for this. So I'm gonna throw it over to Johnny and fill us in on what we're
All right,
listening
guys.
to and who we're
So,
listening to this week.
oh, that was a horrible intro. All right, I gotta get into character. Oh, I can't whistle. My whistle wasn't wet.
We gotta wait your whistle.
Howdy. No, play. All right, nah, but so yes, even better. That's what we needed. Thank you, sir. All right, so for the album that we're gonna be reviewing, it's a fairly new artist. I'm I'm not gonna go into full detail about him because there's a lot of people who don't know his true identity. So I'm gonna just leave that out. But we're gonna be reviewing an artist by the name of Orville Peck, also known as also
Yeehaw!
known as the Lone Ranger. We're gonna be reviewing his. It's not even a full album, but his EP that came out in 2020 called Show Pony. It's off of Columbia Records. 1 year in, like maybe less than 1 year, and he already has an EP, and I'm sure he probably has material for a second album. You know, his first full length came out in 2019 on Sub Pop. So yeah.
Oh, that
Yeah,
was on
his
Sub
first
Pop? I
album,
didn't even
yeah,
know
Pony
that.
was on Sub Pop. And now it's
I
on
had no idea.
Columbia.
Holy shit. Oh, interesting. Yeah,
Yeah,
oh, that's a
definitely.
big jump.
All right, so for those who don't know who I'm talking about, Orville Peck is a mass singer and he's a mass cowboy. That's all I could tell you. I'm sure you could Google it. It won't be hard.
Yeah, he's the dude with the it's like a Lone Ranger mask,
Yeah,
but with
like
like tassels
frills.
at the end of the mask, so where you can't see the
Yeah,
rest of his face and shit. So you may or may not have
yeah.
seen that
And like
man
I said,
before.
I'm not gonna release. We're gonna keep it fun for those who don't know him.
Yeah. We're gonna keep it K. We're
There
gonna
you
keep it
go.
kayfabe,
I
brother.
was gonna
Keep it
say,
100.
yeah.
Like, I didn't want to know who the guy in Ghost was. This dude, I didn't want to know who Papa was, and I didn't know who it was until fairly recently. You
Yeah.
guys know how
You were
passionate I was
avoiding
about
it at
that.
all costs.
So I was like, I don't want to know anybody in that band. I don't want to know who's the guitarist. I don't want to know who's the bassist. I don't want to know who's the keyboardist, and I don't want to know
Yeah,
who
that's so
Papa was.
shitty. Like,
So
metal and rock fans don't want mystery anymore.
True.
yeah, so I was like, yeah, no, I was like, I don't want to do that. So I will, if you are interested in knowing who Sir Orville Peck is, go look it up. If you want to keep the mystery alive, we're not gonna
Well,
fuck
either
that up
way,
for you
like
here. So
even if you were to look it up, like if you legitly love this man's music, like
it's
it won't phase anything. Like
yeah.
his gimmick is everything, you know.
So Johnny, do you care to go down the track listing, or how do you want to go about
I
this
could rattle
review?
off the song names and then from there, like, we could just I want your guys' intake if that's fine with you guys. All right, cool. All right,
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
cool.
so uh
I'm dying to know what Aiden
yeah.
thinks about
All right,
this.
so like I said, Show Pony came out very recently, only digitally. The CD and the vinyl are actually pushed back due to the pandemic, but then also with the whole BLM movement, he decided he didn't want the album to come out when there was a bigger picture that needs to be seen, you know, which I give him total respect for that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Very,
So
yeah, very
yes.
respectable. Yeah.
So it's a 6-song EP. Um One song is a collaboration, and then there's also a cover song, which I'm really curious to hear what you guys have to say about it. So song listings are Summertime, No Glory in the West, Drive Me Crazy, Kids, Legends Never Die, and Fancy. So what are your guys' thoughts? Either or, Abraham or Purby.
I'll go first because I'll get my uh, shit out of the way first. My favorite song off it uh, was "Drive Me Crazy." It's just very up my alley. It's it's just a great song, and his voice is very reminiscent of like late 40s to like
Mm-hmm.
mid 50s
Nice.
like country artists. So it's it's very reminiscent of country that I like, even though the country music that I like broadens itself out to about like the mid 70s and other artists that didn't absolutely just popify their music into the
Mm-hmm.
90s and 2000s. So just that's anything that kind of resembles that and didn't really just venture out of the genre that kind of doesn't even make it part of the genre anymore. Um, that stuff, but Drive Me Crazy is my favorite on it, and I know that the most famous song off the EP is Legends Never Die, featuring A1
Yep.
Shania Twain, which had a really good music
Oh,
video for
really?
it, which was cool. It just it was like it was it a
Yeah.
drive-in, right? It's like at a
Fun fact
drive-in.
about that.
Yeah,
For those of you that do like country, there is another band called Midlands. I'm not sure if you guys heard about them or listened to them, but the guitarist actually helped direct that. He's really good friends with those guys. Yeah.
oh,
Yeah. So
that's dope.
yeah.
Yeah, that's sick.
So pretty cool.
Yeah, you got Shania Twain being Shania Twain,
That
singing her
leopard,
ass off in the song.
like get up, dude.
And yeah, like the
Yep.
famous leopard get up. Uh, that song's good. It's probably my second favorite on it, but Drive Me Crazy is definitely my most favorite. Um, yeah, I mean, overall, I pretty much liked it, but I don't want to get into our like final results. So I'm just very curious as what
Yeah.
Abe has to say about it now.
Oh, okay. So I'll start off by saying I'm not the biggest country fan. It's not that I dislike the music, I just haven't heard a whole lot. I like what most people are already familiar with, Johnny Cash. Um, I love, like Dolly Parton. She has a magnificent voice.
Yes.
And
God
then
bless Dolly Parton.
Charlie Daniels and his band. Oh my God,
Yep.
they're so tight. Like Devil Went Down to Georgia, of course, but then he has a song, I believe it's The Legend of Bogey Creek, I think it's called.
Yeah.
Um, that one, oh, that's my
Mhm.
shit, because it's like it's horror, but then it's about killing a guy too and just dumping his body in the swamp. I'm like, oh fuck yeah, like,
Yep.
and they're just good musicians all around, so I can respect that. And then there's even some newer stuff that's, I guess, not even I get country. It's more country pop, but I hear it on the radio. I hear my brother-in-law and my mom listening to it, and I'm like, yeah, that's not bad.
hmm
Uh,
And then you got those.
but it's just, oh, what was that?
Oh, and then you got those handful of people that are trying to do like the old school country resurgence, as like Mike Ness, what was it, Nick 13, stuff like that.
Right, exactly. And a lot of stuff like that, like I can appreciate it. It's just not something I've made the effort to dive into yet. But
Yeah.
when I hear something I like, I know I like it, and it doesn't matter what kind of music it is.
Yeah.
Back to this one though, I will say first, I heard this album on Monday, and I think it was just one of those things where I wasn't in the right frame of mind because I heard it and I was just like, oh, okay, like, meh, you know.
Yeah.
And then I listened to it today before we did this podcast, and oh man, it really clicked with me.
Nice.
Like, um, oh, what is the song in the West in
Oh yeah,
the
No Glory in the West.
No Glory in the West? Oh my God, that's such a great song. That's my
Definitely
favorite song, hands down on the
definitely has
album.
that Johnny Cash vibe to it.
Exactly. Yes, I heard that, and the voice first of all. Because I put it on shuffle, so that was the first one that came up, and his voice just gives you the chills. And
Oh
then
yeah.
you have those darker kind of chords. It's just great, and just things about the West in general. That's pretty cool. Because it's the gangster rap fan in me where you hear
Oh
about the
yeah.
West and you're like, hell yeah, that's the way it used to be, rugged and rough, before everyone got all like, um, offended by everything and the perception that people
Mhm.
think of Californians now. I'm like, we used to be the kind of crowd that would just shoot you on the spot
Yeah.
for disrespecting us. Yeah, but overall, I really like this album. And I'm sorry to say though that you guys were just talking about it, but the song with Shania Twain, I did not like it. It was
Had more of a
it
modern
sounded way too pop for me. I'm like,
way
oh
too
man, I
modern
can't
feel.
get with this. Yeah, but overall, yeah, I liked it.
For sure. That's awesome. All right, now I want to ask you guys one more question to really pick your brains on this.
Mhm.
Okay, so for those who don't know, the song "Fancy" was a cover. It was originally done by Reba McEntire, and you know,
Oh, really?
yes,
Is that who that
yes,
was?
and yeah. So I'm not sure
Oh
if you
shit.
guys
Okay.
heard the original, but yeah. So I wish I would have told you
Okay.
guys
No.
prior, so then like we could
Yeah.
really like talk about it and like how he made it like his own and stuff like that. But yes, it was originally done by Reba. God bless that woman. And she played an awesome part in The Little Rascals.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh shit! No, I do like that song. I like that song a lot. I didn't know. I had no. I actually I have like little to no knowledge of
Mm,
Reba McEntire's music. Like if I'm being
yeah,
completely honest. But yeah, I had no idea. That's
yeah,
crazy. That's
crazy,
wild, man.
crazy. You know,
Fuck, that is a good ass song. That is a good ass song about some
yeah, really
hardship.
is. Yeah. So, but what were your thoughts on it? Just like like even if you didn't hear the original compared to Orville's cover of it.
Well, I
Hmm.
fucking enjoyed it. That's sure. I mean, I'm a big fan about. I'm a big fan of country in general because it's obviously um what I think what makes country what it is to me is why I can't stand um like modern like pop country that
Yeah.
you hear on the radio. And I know like it sounds like me being a hipster, but the thing about country is what what drew me into country music was it's for the most part about uh being a part of
Yeah.
the lower
Hmm.
class and struggle, you know, and it's mainly about struggle. It's essentially the blues for
Hmm.
white folks, you know. So that's what drew me into it because it's about struggle. It's the same thing with blues and country is that it's
Yeah.
essentially about struggle. That you weren't brought into this world with a silver spoon in your mouth, and you have you you and your family lack in things that you know that the higher ups don't have, and you'll you you walk around life feeling like that you're you're not going to get there, but you
Hmm.
try and make the most of it,
Yeah, and for me,
you
it's
know.
even a little simpler than
So
that. Like, I think the connection just comes from that blue collar mentality.
Hmm.
I worked a long week. Now I'm gonna hang out and have a beer. Like
Hmm.
it's that simple. It's just music. We're like, oh hell yeah, that's what I'm gonna do too.
yeah, exactly. And that's too. I'm not saying. I'm certainly not saying that that like that isn't a part of it, but like music that was made back then when it was about that, where it was like, oh, I'm drunk off my ass, I'm gonna go fucking fight my fucking friends or fight some motherfuckers in the town because I'm drunk
Yeah,
off my ass and probably gonna I'm probably gonna end up in the drunk tank tonight, whatever. But like, yeah, that's lower. That's like lower class shit. Like, if you're in the higher like upper echelon of people in the United States, you if you get drunk off of your ass, you get into a fight, throw you in the drunk tank, and you're like, hey, dude, I have this money, you can get me the fuck
yeah.
out. So that's why it's about just being like blue collar or like middle lower class people, and that's great, and that's why I feel like I hate modern like pop
Well,
country
and it's
shit
kind of
because
cool
it's like
too because I believe it was Ice T of all people who found the common ground between like hip hop and Western country.
Hmm.
He was saying like
mhm.
really like a lot of it's just for different kinds of people, but a lot of it is the same. Like in hip hop, it's like check out my chain, check out my Cadillac. In Western, it's like check out my truck, check out my belt buckle or hat.
Hmm.
It's a lot of the same kind of common ground. And then there's like, I shot a man just to watch him die. And then you have something like the Ghetto Boys where they're saying the same kind of thing, and it's pretty cool to see there is a lot of common ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is so much common because I mean because if I mean if we aren't lied to so much by our higher ups that we all have a lot more in common than we want to admit. But people lie to us so much. I mean because of capitalism and a bunch of other things, but they lie to us so much, and they pin people against each other because it's going to
Mm-hmm.
benefit them more. We could all just be like, hey man, like look, like hey dude, you're poor, I'm poor, like not even we're poor. It's just like, hey dude, like I work my ass off. Look, I work my ass off at the goddamn what is it, Bumblebee factory. I can fucking tuna all day, and you're like, hey, I fucking work my ass off at a fucking oil field fucking for 2 weeks at a fucking time, man. Like everybody works their ass off. Everybody's just trying to
Yeah,
fucking get
exactly.
by, and the people above us are lying to us all the time. And hell, people. And when you grow up poor, sometimes the means, like, well, the ways you go about your life to make your life better aren't the ways that uh, the higher ups want you to take. Like, so, hey, some people sell dope. Look, some people sell fucking dope. Some people sell fucking OxyContin. It's the same fucking thing, man. It's literally the same thing. It's just you grew up in a different part of the world. You grew up with a different skin color, and hey, like you do things that get just to get you by, man. Like it's 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 all about struggle at the
Yeah,
end of the day. People want to survive. People want to make their lives better, and sometimes is doing shit that is viewed as wrong to get yourself by. And it's all about struggle. The one thing that we all can agree on is that we all fucking
Mm-hmm.
struggle to fucking get by.
yeah, and that's what I
That
really liked about this album. At the end of the day, it's yeah, I wouldn't say it's political, but what I really like about it is it's honest. It's honest and it's raw.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of reminds me of like Wino's acoustic stuff. It's not overly technical or overly filled with other musicians and stuff. It's just very basic, very raw, and very to the point,
Mm-hmm.
and you feel it.
Yeah, it's raw. It's raw and honest, and that's why I don't like the most famous like country artists now. Because I feel like it's
Yeah.
disingenuous. I don't know if you guys get what I'm saying, but it's disingenuous. Where this isn't. It feels honest. It feels kind of like in your face, and it's just saying, hey, this is what I want to say. Do with it what you will. And I don't have like, look, I know he's one of the more famous artists, but he doesn't have the influence of the fucking 16 artists in Nashville fucking producing and
Yeah.
playing on his record. So I just uh uh this whole rant was just saying I wish country artists were more honest and didn't do what's going to make them the most amount of money at the end of the day, because then at the end of the day we have 70 fucking artists who
Yeah.
all
True.
sound the fucking same.
Very
Yeah, but
true.
what about you, Johnny? Like, obviously you recommended the album, but what is it that drew you to this artist or this kind of sound, I should say?
Okay, so to be honest with you, when I first found out about this man, uh, I I judged a book by its cover. I saw his getup, and I'm just like, this man's a fool, you know. And I hate to be as narrow-minded as I was. Little did I know that I didn't even bother or think twice about checking out his music or giving it a chance. And just people kept talking about it. Just people kept talking about it, and then like we had a gentleman that came in the record shop, and he's like, "Hey, like, can you order this for me?" And I'm just like, "Are you serious?" Like in my mind, like, really, like, like I think another thing that kind of got to me too, why I didn't want to check his stuff out was the fact that like they done like, oh, like was it like an Urban Outfitters like exclusive uh print of the record, and I'm just like, oh, fuck off with that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
No, yeah, I know why you have the objection to that because like when I saw him too, I was like, oh, what the fuck
yeah,
is this
and
hipster
then
shit?
yeah, and then like I saw that it was on Sub Pop, and I'm like, there are some good things that come out of Sub Pop, but then I'm
Which yeah,
like, there's a lot of hipster shit too, you know?
like yeah, it kind of makes it worse.
I'm
You're
like,
like,
oh, Sub Pop's putting it out. I'm like, god damn it.
oh, he looks like, oh, and he's on top, and you're like,
Yeah,
oh fuck.
but people kept talking about it, and I'm like, you know what? I'm like, I need to see what the fuck's up. Like people are talking about this way too much. And so like at least so I could expand my knowledge, I checked out, you know, a few songs from his first album. And at first I'm like, I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. And then after a couple days I'm like, you know what? Maybe I wasn't in the right state of mind, so I listened to it again. And this time I did the whole album, and I was like, I didn't care for it until it hit uh Take You Back. And I'm like, all right, I fucks with this, you know? I fucks with this song. So then as soon as I played the shit out of that song on repeat for a while, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna give it one more shot.
Yeah,
And yeah, I was hooked. So it took a little bit,
damn.
but yeah, it goes back to what Purdy said though. It's for those who didn't listen to the first album, it was about a dark time in his life. Um, I'm sure you guys from, some of the lyrics that you've heard, yes, this man is gay, you know? So it was like, just like just dark times, and just, it's like any other old country artist, they tell a story. They tell a story of a struggle, you know, and like how they overcame it, and it's not like your modern country where it's like, oh, coming in, getting my pickup truck, shit like that. Which I could
Yeah.
name fucking 5 different artists who talk about that same shit. You know what I mean? Which whatever,
Mm.
that's your thing, but I'm just like, this is more,
Has more substance.
yeah, and more tribute to the
Yeah,
old
you know what?
school,
Hold on.
with a twist to it.
Yeah, yeah. Also, I just want to say, just I'll be the bad guy in the fucking this episode. If you listen to that fucking shit all day on the fucking radio, where I got in my truck, went down to the dirt road, drinking Bud Lights, gonna hang out with girls, yeah, hell yeah, hell. Fuck you, you
Yeah,
suck. I
kind of.
hate you.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not into that.
I'll I'll be the bad guy. I'll be the fucking bad guy if you listen to hell yeah, gonna drink beers, gonna drive down the dirt road, gonna be, and then you listen to that same song 20 fucking times a day by 30 different artists. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck
We're,
you. You're
we're
ruining
talking about you,
everything for
Kobe Keith,
everybody.
you son of a
Anyways,
bitch.
go on. No, we're talking about all bike shell, gonna go down to Mexico, gonna drink a bunch of margaritas and exploit from all these dirty little brown people. Yeah, fuck you, Luke Bryan, you piece of shit. Fucking
Very true.
motherfucker.
But
Anyways,
yeah,
go on.
Yeah, like
yeah,
some of that stuff is okay, but you always need to mix it up with
yeah, definitely. It's
substance.
like, you know
You
what?
know,
Like these
like
guys.
we talked about on
Yeah,
the last episode with
Mhm.
hip hop. There's always going to be the fun stuff, but you need the serious stuff too.
Yeah, definitely.
exactly. That's what my problem is with like. Okay, sorry.
Yeah,
So hold your thought, Joni, for what you were going to continue to say. But that's what my problem with it is. It's the same shit over and over again. I mean, like, we can shit on like modern hip hop all you fucking want, but at least some of them are
yeah,
talking about some real shit. No matter how we disagree with the styles of what they do it, we like call it mumble rap, but like I don't even think anybody uses auto tune anymore. But at least there's some sort of fucking substance in there. It's not all just fucking Drake or like any
hmm
of that shit. Like, It's not all that shit, but fucking that's what bothers me about like modern like pop country shit. It's literally
Mhm.
all the same fucking shit, like the whole fucking time. It's like, yeah, she's a girl, gonna take her down in my truck, gonna go down the dirt road, beers truck, dirt road, country girl, she loves Jesus. Like, what the fuck? Like, we gonna listen to that all fucking day? Like, fuck, let's talk
True.
about something more. Like, and I'm not even on some like, yeah, I want something meaningful. Yeah, of course I want to listen to some dumb, meaningless shit. Man, I listen to fucking, like I said earlier, I listen to bands like Midnight. They're talking about Satan. They're not even real fucking Satanists, man. It's just some stupid metal shit. Just turn off my mind and just be like, hell yeah, Satan, fuck yeah. But hell yeah, I also want to listen to fucking shit like that talks about fucking the injustices of
Hmm.
the world and shit too. It's not always all fucking all
Yeah.
fun all the time and shit. I don't want to. Fuck. Sorry, I got all pissed off for a second.
It's
Fuck,
okay.
man. I yeah, I really got pissed off for a second. Anyways, what I'm just saying is that he's a popular artist that
Yeah.
I believe is good. I feel like he's a
He's
popular
a
artist
popular artist
in
that's
a
paying
good way, and
homage to like the originators, like the Roots, Cash,
mhm,
Williams, Haggard, Marty Robbins,
mhm.
can't go wrong with that, man.
Fucking
Jennings, yep.
Jennings, fuck it, man.
Waylon Jennings.
Yeah, so yeah, so and the list goes on.
But I mean, but yeah, you were saying that what drew you
Yeah, so
to him and shit.
no, it's all good.
Sorry, I
But
went
yeah,
off on
so
a tangent.
it was just hearing everyone talking about him, and I just wanted to know what the big fuss was, and my thought was definitely proved wrong, you know. So that's what you know that's what got me hooked onto him. Not to mention either that his his apparel is fucking amazing. He gets the
Yeah, dude,
his whoever his tailor is,
it's
oh my god, dude! Like the chain stitching's on point.
it, it's a great because it's a mixture of like some like gaudy Hank Williams shit
Yeah.
combined with like gaudy like
Yep.
Dolly Parton shit. Like he's got all like the sequins and like the tassels
Yeah.
and all this shit.
Yeah.
Like shout out to a brother, man, because that
Yeah.
damn, he's got some
Yeah.
incredible
Definitely, man.
fits.
I definitely agree. And I haven't seen him live yet, but next year, man, next year I'm gonna make it a point to see him out in the fucking desert.
Hell yeah. But yeah, like also like I mean that's also like some fucking
Yeah.
ranchero shit, you know? Fucking big ass fucking a chunty ass fucking ranchero fucking bands. They got all the sequins all over and shit
Yeah.
on their jackets and shit. And they're fucking selling out the fucking Honda Center and shit. Like,
True.
come on.
True.
That's like ingrained in
It
our
is.
fucking like culture.
It really is.
It's like, oh, we got money, we're putting sequins on everything, bitch.
Yeah. So yeah, so that's what got me turned on to him. So all right, so one more question for you guys. So I know we talked about collaborations and stuff. What collaboration would you like to see Orville do? The fact that he already done it with Shania Twain.
Oh
Yeah.
my god. Oh, I won't go first. I
All
want to
right.
hear you guys go first.
Abraham. Okay.
So you, Johnny, go. Or Abe,
Uh,
who,
Shoot,
whoever.
that's tough. Um,
Okay, just to give you another update, I'm not gonna spill the beans 100%, but he has a punk rock background.
oh wow.
Yeah,
Oh shit.
yes, he played in multiple bands. but he has a punk rock background.
You know what? You know what?
I'm,
I
yeah,
have my choice, and it's someone we talked about earlier.
Yeah.
Actually,
Sorry, I put
I'm
you
gonna
guys on the
say
spot.
no. Yeah, I'm gonna say Rob Halford. Actually,
Okay, nice.
but I don't know. Yeah,
oh,
I don't know if you guys heard, but he's actually doing a blues album
Oh, nice.
that's coming out like next year, I
oh,
believe.
Oh, I'm excited about that. That
Yeah, so I can
that's really
certainly see these
good.
two working together on an acoustic kind of country blues song. I think it would work
Oh,
perfectly.
Yeah.
that'd be dope.
All right, and then Pervy.
I would fuck with. Oh, me? Oh, man. Well, I mean, I'm since I found out about Orville Peck like a year or so or whatever, was like I saw like a picture of him. I was like, all right, whatever. He's like a hipster, and then I actually listened to his music. I was like, okay, cool. And I was like, oh well, he's wearing a mask, so I was like, I don't want to know about him. So I'm gonna just based off of his music alone. I don't know anything about him. I don't want to know anything about him. Um, I'm going to say I want Orville Peck to do a song with
Oh
Sarah
shit.
Shook of Sarah Shook and the Disarmers. I would love to hear that fucking song. Whatever fucking song they come up with, I would die to hear that fucking song.
Yeah,
That's like, oh,
for sure.
all right.
All right. Okay, so mine one's gonna be super basic, but then I have a backup in which I feel will be really, really interesting.
Okay.
You know, because like these two artists, regardless, there's enough difference in them. So I would love to see a collaboration with Orville and Nick 13.
Nice, yeah,
Okay,
that would
yeah,
Can't
work.
all
can't
right.
tell you
Yeah,
how epic that would be.
yeah,
Okay,
let's
now
do
for
that.
my backup though, because this man has
I'm just gonna say they would have some
oh
good ass
yeah,
harmonies. That's all
definitely.
I'm gonna say.
Orville's range is pretty incredible. Okay, now for this man, the fact that he has so many backgrounds and that he's done multiple styles from rockabilly to swing to Spanish, uh, just yeah, just I think even country too. Um, Orville Peck with Big Sandy.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
Wow.
Damn, that's good.
that would be a pretty interesting one.
Yo, whoever manages Big Sandy, yo, you know what? We need to
Hey, for
further this
real,
process.
tag him.
We we need to
Dude, and
speak.
I never realized how
We,
popular Big Sandy is with like
Oh yeah.
pretty much everybody, man. Like
Mhm.
I talk in metal groups and everything, and everyone brings him up too.
Mhm.
Like they saw him back in the day and they loved it, you know. So I'm like,
Well,
fuck, he has
Pervy
appeal like
remembers how
all
much I
over.
loved Big Sandy.
Oh yeah, well I remember that
yeah.
big fucking Sandy, you know.
Yeah. I made it a point every time he came, like, and he's from here, but every time he played, because he hardly played out here, you know? And I'm like, you're from here, dude. Like, but yeah, he's always going to Europe and stuff. And I'm like, every time he played, I made it a point to go, dude. Like, he never disappointed.
I mean, it's a draw. It's a draw. It's a draw over there. Like they don't get that a lot over there. So like, there's no incentive for
Yeah.
him to do it
Well, it's
over
like Wanda
here.
Jackson though, you know.
Oh, I
People
love,
just get
oh my
excited
God.
every time she makes an
I
appearance.
love Wanda Jackson.
Yeah, she's badass.
Wanda Jackson. Yeah.
Wanda
Wanda
X
Jackson.
Jackson.
Yeah, that would be another good collaboration, too.
That would be incredible. I actually,
Yeah.
Eucalyptus
damn,
Jackson.
shit. You,
What's that one country artist that
damn.
you like and he fucking cusses and shit like that?
Oh, oh
Something
shit.
Junior?
Oh, what?
Oh
Oh,
my
Wheeler
god.
Walker. Wheeler Walker. Oh, actually, you know what? I'm gonna fuck that. Yes. Okay, so I want to see Sarah Shook and what the and Wheeler Walker Jr. with Orville Peck. I want 2 separate songs from both of them. Oh
Oh shit! You know who else? You know who else would be badass? Freaking Pepper Keenan from COC.
Oh yeah.
Dude, he's got that southern rock guitar down in his voice, man. That would be perfect.
Oh,
Damn.
fuck! God damn it!
Hey, fuck! We just wrote the next Orville Peck album. You know.
We need to hit him up. We need to hit his ass up. We need to do a fucking collab album with all these motherfuckers. It will be delicious.
Okay, thanks.
And they all live relatively in the same area. Yeah. Just go to Georgia. It's like the meeting point of all those people. Just there you go. Atlanta. Record the album in Atlanta. Get all those motherfuckers to show up. Boom, album done in a week.
Whoa.
Fuck! Shit! I'm pissed off. I'm pissed off that album isn't real. Fuck!
You gotta send this to him afterwards. Maybe they'll listen.
True.
Yeah, Orville Peck, come on, get on this. Your management is fucking it up. God damn it! Shit! I'm hyped. Anyways, what's the ratings for everybody?
Who wants to go first?
I'll go first. I'll give it a 4 out of 5.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was gonna give it. 4 out of 5. The first time I heard it, I was just like at a 3, which is still decent. But this time around, oh man, it just really hit the spot. So 4 out of 5, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, guess what? It's gonna be unanimous. 4 out of 5.
Shit. Hall of Fame. No.
Damn. Hall of Orville Peck, Hall of Fame. 4 out of 5 on the fucking passive pod. Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah, we need to start doing that, man. Any album that gets like a 13 or something, we need to put in our unofficial Hall of Fame.
Yes, Orville Peck. Orville Peck. Orville Peck, your jersey has been retired and it resides in the Hall of Fame.
Right? Any movie or
he's gonna put his
album that we
review. They're gonna retire the masks.
Yeah. Yeah, so he's gonna get in our Hall of Fame before Godzilla '98.
Lol.
You know what? Anybody's gonna get in the Hall of Fame before Godzilla '98.
Hey, fun fact though.
Literally,
did you know he names those masks?
Really?
Oh wait,
yes.
Really?
And that the original one, that's pretty much like it's gone.
The white one?
So, yeah.
Oh, the white one?
But yeah, his original one, it's put away safely. But yeah, all the other ones that he has, yeah, he names them.
Oh wow,
it's hilarious.
That's pretty cool.
That's dope. I fuck with that.
Yeah. So overall, I mean,
if you want me to.
This was a pleasant surprise to listen to. Not something I usually listen to, but I enjoyed it, and I'm gonna come back to it. I guess moving on from there, we could toss it over to Pervy to see what he has for us for the next podcast.
Let's toss it to Pervy.
All right. Y'all ready? Y'all ready for this? All right. So next week. Oh, boys, are you ready?
Ready, Freddy.
Woo. All right. Next week, we are going back in time for a 1994 film. Will Randall is bitten by a black wolf while driving home in Vermont. Afterwards, he gets demoted from editor-in-chief of a publishing house when he gets taken over by a tycoon, Raymond Alden, who replaces him with Will's protege, Stuart Swinton.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Will finds out that Swinton had begged Alden for the job behind Will's back and suspects that Swinton is having an affair with his wife, Charlotte. It's a movie starring Jack Nicholson.
Oh, is this Wolf?
It's 1994's Wolf!
Nice. I have this on Vudu, but I've never watched it.
You haven't watched it?
I started
Yes.
it, and then I was like, all right, I'm tired. So I just turned it off.
Oh, yes, we're watching 1994's Wolf! Jack Nicholson is a werewolf, baby!
Okay, so for the people who want to watch it with us, where can you stream this?
I don't know yet. I gotta get it right in the.
God damn it, Pervy.
I'm stupid.
Okay.
I had this ready a week ago, and I didn't bother to do it. But if you check in the description, it will be on our Spotify. It'll be in our Apple Podcasts. It'll be in our YouTube description. It will all be there. I promise you. I will not let you down. Promise you can find it in the description.
Yeah, and just for anyone who uses Vudu, you can rent it on there for like, I believe, $3.99. So that's one option.
Yeah,
and I'm sure if not, I'm sure it's streaming somewhere. Yeah. So just look it up on Google.
Yeah. Or fucking pirate it. I didn't say that. I'll probably edit that out. I don't want to get sued by whoever made this movie. Who made this movie?
And a bunch of werewolves.
Wait, who made this movie? Was it Universal?
Yeah, I think
don't know. I don't want to get sued. I don't want to get sued by a major motion picture company. It's free with ads on Pluto TV. I don't know if you guys want that. I just throw that out there, as per info that Mandy the mail girl just provided to me. But yeah, it's there, and we also will link it to renting and streaming services if you pay for them or otherwise. But it is free with ads on Pluto.
Oh, okay. So. Pluto TV is a good app too, so you can download that, and there's a lot of good content on there.
True. Yeah, there's a lot of good content on that. So there's one way, and if there's another way, we can link that in the description. And as for this week, we would like to wish you nothing but the best. And we'll update you guys. We'll link our Twitter and shit too in the description, because I plan on using that more actively as well. And our Facebook's pretty much dead, but if you want to go follow us there, we'll post stuff. But if you want to see anything from our Facebook, you'll have to search us, but you can't even really find us on the search. So it's kind of a mess right now. So as of right now, the best way to find us is via our Twitter or our Instagram, both of which are passive. Passive, the letters R, N, as in Nancy, and R. That's the best way for you to find us. We'll be posting updates about all of our podcasts and content that is upcoming, because God only knows we're not playing any shows anytime soon, because we don't want anyone in our immediate circle and our loved ones to die. So, yeah. So for the podcast, it's Pervy and the boys.
YEEHAW.
Say goodbye, boys.
Peace out, guys.
No? Is Abe? Johnny's giggling in the back.
No, I didn't.
Johnny decided not to say bye, just giggle and laugh his way out
I did.
of the
Yeehaw. Bye.
podcast. Oh, he said bye.
Yeah.
Yeehaw. It's the
Breaker,
big
are you
old
there?
Yeehaw boys
Keep me
signing out for
company.
this week. And as we do every breaker, breaker, are you there? Breaker, can you
And fight fascism.
shake ass, fight fascism, and
Oh, my
believe in rock
And
and roll?
eucalyptus.
And eucalyptus nutsack! Later, everybody.
Peace.
Fuck y'all.